Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I am Musta MK. Today I would like to take you through Form 3 Mathematics. Let's do this question together. The length of a room is 4 meters longer than it is width. Find the length of a room if its area is 32 meters squared. Now the length of a room is 4 meters longer than it is width. Find the length of the room if its area is 32 meters squared. Now how do you go this? Let's do the together. Solution. Now the length of a room is 4 meters longer than it is width. Let's assume this one is my rectangle here. Let's draw the rectangle. Assume this one is my rectangle now meaning that the length of a room is 4 meters than it is width. Assume, let's say width is x, this one is x plus 4. That is the information. The length of a room is 4 meters longer than it is width. Assume the width being x, the length will be x plus 4. The length will be x plus 4. Now we know that. How do you find the area for rectangle? The area for rectangle is length times width. Length times width. That is the, how do you get the area for rectangle is length times width. Now let's say this one is length. Length is x plus 4. Let's say x plus 4. Close the bracket. The width is x. Total area is 32 meters squared. 32 meters squared. Now the area for rectangle is length times width. Now let's multiply. Is equals to 32 meters squared. Now let's multiply. X multiplied by x will be x squared plus 4 multiplied by x will be 4x is equals to 32 meters squared. Now after you have do this, now let's write it in form of equations. Let's write it in form of a quadratic equation. X squared plus 4x minus 32 is equals to 0. After you have write it in form of a quadratic equation, now let's factor out by looking sum. You will look the sum of this sum and product. Sum and product. How do you know the sum? The sum will be now the coefficient of x. As we say earlier, the coefficient of x will be sum and the product is a multiplied by c. Assume, let's say this one is a, this one is b, this one is C. A, B, and C. Now the coefficient of x will be the sum of that. Sum will be now 4. The product will be A multiplied by C. A multiplied by C, which will be A is multiplied by C. That is 1 times negative 32, which will give you negative 32. Negative 32. Now after you have done this, let's look for a number. When we multiply, we get negative 32, and when we add, we get positive 4. The two numbers are, if I say it, assume, let's say 8 times negative 4. 8 times negative 4. 8 times negative 4 will be what? Negative 32. And if I say positive 8, negative 4, I will still get positive 4. Now the two number will be 8 and negative 4. Now I think you have identified the two number. When you multiply, you get negative 32, and when you add, you get positive 4. Now from there, now let's equate now direct to equations by saying x squared plus, we replace with the 8. Now the coefficient of 4 is coefficient of x. Now we replace with this information, 8x negative 4x negative 32 is equals to 0. Now I think we have replaced with this, the 4 is a coefficient of x, we have replaced with this number. Now let's say x squared plus 8x negative 4x negative 32 is equals to 0. Now from there, now you just factorize this equation. X squared plus 8x negative 4x negative 32. Now we factorize this equation. How do you factorize it? X is common here. Let's say x is common. We factor out x into bracket x squared divided by x, meaning that x times x divided by x. X will cancel with x, we remain with x alone. Plus 8 times x is 8x divided by x. X will cancel with x, and we will remain with positive 8. Close the bracket. Now this one is negative 4. 4 is common here. Negative 4 into bracket. 4 times x is the same as 4x divided by 4, which is common. 4 will cancel with 4. I will remain with x. Now negative 4 multiplied by negative. You have to be very keen here. Negative multiplied by negative will give you a positive. Now 32 divided by, the common factor is 4. 8 by 4, 1 by 4, 8. I will remain with 8. Now from there, now you just after you have factorized it, now you, let's say x, we have get x plus 8 here, also x plus 8, which is 1 and the same. Now from there you take one of this number, my x minus 4, close the bracket, let's say is equals to 0, and the other one, from there, if it is the same, just pick one. You pick one. X plus 8, close the bracket, is equals to 0. Now x minus 4, it is just like this. X minus 4 is equals to 0. Negative, when it crosses to the other side, it will be a positive. Now x will be 4. Now this one is also, it is just like x plus 8 is equals to 0. Now positive, if it crosses to the other side, it will be a negative. Now the x will be negative 8. Now after you have done this, the question says find the length of the rectangle. Now you ignore the one of negative. Just take the one of positive to get the length of the rectangles. Now the question says what? The question says find the length of the room is 4 meters longer than it is width. Find the length of it is the length of the rectangle if its area is 32 meters squared. Meaning that after you have done this, we have said that x is equals to 4, x is equals to negative 8. Now we ignore the one of negative, you just take the one of positive to get the length of the rectangle. Now where we have the value for x, we'll replace with the value for 4. Let's say x is, we have said that x is 4, right? 4 plus 4 will be 8 meters. The length will be 8, The value for x here is 4 also. Let's confirm if if the area is true. Let's confirm. If I say a multiplied by 4, I will still get 32 meter squared. Now for that case, the length will be, the value for x we have 4 plus 4 will be 8. Now the length of the rectangle is 8 meter. The length of the rectangle will be 8 meter. Now from there, I think I wish you all the best. If it is your first time to watch this video, you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.